So what are the 5 subtle signs of BPD burnout? And what on earth is BPD burnout? I hear you ask. Right. BPD burnout, or what I'm calling BPD burnout, I may have invented this term, but go with me on this, see how you feel about it, try it on for size. BPD burnout is when we get emotional burnout, when we are experiencing everything so much, good or bad, whatever, that we just fizzle out more often than regular people do. I think that's the thing. It feels like that so much for me, that every day I'm coping with extremes of emotion on either side of the spectrum, and it's exhausting. It's so tiring. It absolutely wears me down after a while, and I need to take a break. But I don't usually notice that until I actually hit the burnout point and kind of just collapse. And so there are signs that it's happening to me that I need to notice and take into account before it happens and before anything bad happens. And I've gotten quite good at spotting these. So I thought I'd share you with them now. So these are my sort of subtle signs for burnout. If you want to add your own, there's a comment section down below. Please jump in there. While you're down there, hit the like and subscribe button. Oh, and do all the socially things you saw scrolling past you on the screen at the beginning of the video. So, of the 5 subtle signs of BPD burnout, number 1, are you showering as much? Because I don't shower as much. I start to get a bit stinky. We can sit here and debate all day what an appropriate amount of showering is for an adult human. I like to go maybe once a day, every other day, depending on whether I've done anything particularly stinky or not. You know, got to keep clean, whatever. But when I start to get stressed, when I start to hyper-focus on bad things, when I start to really let things go, this is the first thing to go. When did I shave? Was it a couple of days ago? When did I shower? It was yesterday or the day before, or was it? And it starts to, what am I doing? How long have I been wearing this pair of jeans? And it's sort of, you get caught up in your own stuff. You stop thinking about the fact of whether or not you're clean or not, whether or not you're wearing clean clothes. And I am such a big advocate for people with mental health problems in general, I think. Feeling clean. I think it's such an important thing. It's a wonderful feeling to be clean and refreshed and ready to do something, ready to be okay. Nobody got better just sitting in their own filth and feeling bad. That's not good. So I really think this is the first thing that starts to go for me, and it's the first domino in a long line of things. Number 2 is a messy house. This kind of carries on from it, right? If I'm not clean, my environment's not clean, and I'm surrounded by more filth. There are a number of pizza boxes in this room right now. Some of them have pizza in. I don't know how long it's been there. I'm starting to experience these things, right? It's when there's a big pile of dirty dishes everywhere. When you're going to the drawer for a knife and there are no knives in the drawer, they're all dirty. There are no mugs in the cupboard, they're all dirty. And you're just doing things one at a time as you need them. And you don't really want anything to touch that worktop in the kitchen. And when did you last hoover anything? Have you taken the bin out? All these things, my environment just starts to become a horrible little hellscape and needs sorting out. And again, much like being clean yourself, how can you expect to get better in a horrible, stinky environment? So this is part of what you need to deal with. But you can't really... That one takes the back burner to number 3. Number 3, are you getting enough sleep? I start to lose sleep. Well, actually what happens is my body clock shifts. I move from a reasonable bedtime, maybe around midnight-ish, 1 a.m. Let's be honest, I have no reason to be up beyond this, so I can go to bed around midnight. That's fine. I'm a grown-up, right? But it isn't midnight at the moment. It's 3 to 4. I've had some 5 a.m. mornings, and it's the beginning of a slip. Especially, when the weather is darker outside more often, you never really quite wake up. And that puts me in a downward spiral. I get a lot of my blanket of sadness coming out and all of that kind of thing, all because I'm letting my sleep go back. I get messed up with that. So I get messed up with number 4, which is eating enough food and eating at the right times, because you get in this spiral, right? So I'm not going to go to bed until 5 a.m. So I wake up. Am I really hungry? I'm not going to eat till really late. So I then eat something really late and gorge till I'm full, because I've not eaten anything all day. And then I can't go to bed at a reasonable time because I've just eaten a load of food. So I'm going to stay up till 5 in the morning. And eating at the wrong times is just as bad for you as eating the wrong things or eating, not enough. I skip meals and then I gorge. And then I stay up till 5 a.m. and maybe have snacks throughout the night, keeping myself awake and putting weight on and not being healthy, all this kind of stuff. And then this adds to my messy house and not getting enough sleep and not getting in the shower enough because I just feel rubbish and I'd rather just sit and eat chocolate. How much of your diet is chocolate? Mine's at sort of like 60, 70% right now. It's really not good. And that takes us to number 5, a massive increase in bad habits. Your bad habits may vary, right? For me, chocolate is one. There are other things that I'm not necessarily going to talk about today. But, there are lots of bad habits which people with BPD have. Beyond shopping and alcohol, we have substance abuse problems. We have all kinds of problems we could indulge in that sort of numb ourselves, that allow us to zone out and take the pain away. And once we're starting this downward spiral into this burnout, then these things come for us. They come to help us and also help to drag us down and make us worse. You start hurting, you start feeling bad, you start being depressed, so you start drinking. And getting drunk is not a thing to cheer you up, right? We know this. And so we get into this other bad habit. So those are the 5 subtle signs that you're nearing a BPD burnout. There are going to be lots more. So like I say, please add them in the comments below. Do all that. Go and check out the podcast. There's a link in the description. And also get on over to that Living with BPD course, which you'll find over at patreon.com/earlymorningbarking. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on another video. Take care. Bye-bye.